much as I could.
Okay. And when you were growing up, you say you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you had it pretty easy?
Middle class.
Middle class, okay, so just, grew up on a neighborhood block and
Yeah.
that kind of thing, nothing special, nothing particularly devastating,
Right.
nothing like that?
No.
I floated through school and went to college and checked
Season
all the
D's.
boxes.
Season D's, yeah.
Yeah, season D's, checked all the boxes, right, exactly, that's cool. Now, and what about the future, what does that look like?
Looks good. Business is growing. I got 2 little kids that I like hanging out with, and do the family thing. Business is bringing a lot of people in, and it's been fun. I mean, I was thinking about when you said EO and the challenges and the hardships, but there's a lot of good times too.
Absolutely. Cool. And so as far as you can see in the future, it's the box business.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thanks. Good. I just want to take a second. Can I retell your story?
Sure, absolutely.
I got into the box business in an interesting way. See, the box business is probably the most uninteresting and unexpected, exciting business you can imagine. I grew up probably the same way the box business did. Average middle class family in a neighborhood, checked all the boxes, went to school, got a college education. I was just doing what everybody expected because that's sort of like this business in a mature industry like boxes. Everybody's just doing the same thing. Everybody makes their boxes the same way. As long as they fold, and as long as they glue, and as long as you can put stuff in them and they hold, then that is a good box. And most people think that's okay. Most people in my neighborhood thought just getting up every day, going to school, checking the boxes, going to college, graduating, getting married, having kids, which I did, by the way, and they're lovely. That was the thing to do. And I went into this industry, I started learning about boxes, and when I started learning about boxes in the industry, I worked for a Fortune 500 company, and I learned a great deal there, but I also learned what they weren't doing right. And no matter how much I talked to them, no matter how much I pleaded with them, I talked to them about changing, they didn't do it. And ultimately, it caused me to say, I have to make a decision, I have to do something different. And that thing that I did different was, it was time to leave. And I did the one thing that was unexpected. It was the one box that nobody wanted to check. I picked my friends. I took the best people from the company, and I took them with me, and we founded our own company. I broke away from the pack. I did something different. Boxes weren't going to change, but I was going to change boxes. And we began developing a company that ultimately now started out with 5 people. We're up to 70 people now. The company's growing like mad, and we're doing all the things in all of the ways that weren't radically different than everybody else did in the box industry. We just took 2 or 3 things that we knew were better, and we put them into this box business. And the result is, our boxes are better, but more importantly, the experience that you'll have when you deal with us is completely different than you'll have if you go to Fortune 500 competitors, if you go to my competitors down the way who are trying to grind it out for the lowest price. We've done something different. You see, we know that whatever you put in our boxes has to be safe. We know that it has to be secure. But most importantly, we know that your experience with us has to be guaranteed every time. And just as sure as I knew it wouldn't be with my old company, that I wouldn't be able to do the things that I needed to do to make sure that I did the right things for you, I'm positive now that we've developed the systems and the processes that allow us to do that for you, and it's demonstrated by the number of employees we have and the way we're growing. See, boxes may not be inherently interesting, but they are to me. And what you do with boxes and how my boxes serve you are entirely interesting to me, because I believe that how I do my job and how my box does its job will ultimately determine how your customers see you and how your job gets done. So that's how a story gets told, and that's how you get people in. That's how